Well, I'm moving along here on the Harley. I sanded this yesterday and primed it, and I sanded it again this morning to do a little more bondo on it. It's cold in here, so I started working on this Volkswagen here. I kind of 80 grit, 40 grit sanded off most of this and ground it, because I got primer mixed up to the fender, and because my bondo's cold, I just figured I'd put some on here to it doesn't have to be real good, because I'll have a couple more coats, but I'll do this patch here and here in the fender. I had a dent here, I knocked it out pretty much, and fix up my dent. I got some more bondo to do here on the bottom. I got that one over there pretty good. This one still needs some work. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll hit this again with 180 grit and prime it. And while I'm waiting for this bondo to dry, I figured I'd do a little bit on that Volkswagen there. Well, it worked out pretty good. I've got a heater in here. It's actually warming it up a little bit. Bondo's still drying slow, but I don't really care. I'll leave this. I've got that fender pretty much patched, and that patch there, and I sanded on that a little. It's coming off pretty good. I'll finish sanding that, throw some primer on it, and I call it a day. Well, that's it. I sprayed that fender real good right over the top of the bondo. I don't care about that too much. It's got a lot of little pinhole rust spots in it. Try to fill that up. Harley fender don't look too bad. I really poured it on there, and I still got a lot of work to do on that, but the fender looks pretty good. I think one more little thin coat on there just to pick up the little spots, and then I can paint that black primer on it, and I'll be ready for paint on that one. Kind of it for today. It's sort of hard to work here in the water and cold, but I got something done, so I'm happy about it. Oh, we got a little no rain again today, so I sanded all the bondo off here. I got some more obviously to put on. The fender looks pretty good. I sanded all this front part here, cleaned up this hood. Need another good coat of bondo on here. And I went around this, cleaned it up, and the side of the fender here, I need to put a skin of bondo on it. It's cold in here. My heater ran out of gas, so I'll do that. And the Harley fender, I sanded it from the this epoxy primer that I put on it. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna try to clean it up. This bondo dust is really bad for me to breathe, but so anyway, I'm going to skim coat this this fender, and I've got that glazing putty stuff that's like Bondo. Mix it up, works pretty good. And in the meantime, while that's drying, I'll go ahead and try to fill up my holes here. And call it a day. Now I'm trying to move forward here with this Volkswagen and Harley. Still kind of cold and wet, but I sanded off all the Bondo I put on here the other day. This is done with 80 grit. This fender looks pretty good. The bottom of it looks alright. This one's pretty good. This was the first coat of Bondo on this one. It had a pretty bad dent on it. But I got it pretty much all flattened out and sanded. So I'm going to put a good skim coat of Bondo on this one, and this skim coat the whole thing. And while that's drying, I'll try to sand this fender here. This is glazing putty sort of stuff. I don't know what they call it. Anyway, it's in a white tube glaze. Mixes up like Bondo, goes on real thin and hardens up like Bondo. It's good stuff. And I think if I sand this one down, I'll be ready to put primer on it. I don't know how much I'll get done today, but I think this will probably be the last coat for this fender. Maybe two more right there on the side. But it is what it is. Just trying to work in the lake here. More rain coming in the next few days. Just try to do what I can. Well, that looks like it's pretty good. I think I got that dent out of it. Fender looks alright. And I put a good coat on that. I don't think I'll have any more low spots in it. So fenders are coming along. I never did get to that. I got a computer arrived today I need to go work on. So kind of that's it. I'll tarp up my tools and stuff here, close down the shop, get ready for a couple days of rain. Well, I got back here to work on the Volkswagen. Got a little grinding I did here. Clean it up. I decided I was going to fill all these cracks. So I opened them up a little bit. Took off my headlight ring so I can get to it. And I got this little thing here. It's a 1500 watt heater. It's about 5 feet from the car, and it's warming it up good enough. So this one here I'm going to go ahead and putty up and try to make these welds a little cleaner. I don't want them to go away completely, but I do want them a little cleaner. This looks pretty good. I can bundle this all up. Worked on this one a little. Can bundle it up. I haven't really DA'd this down yet, but I shouldn't have much more than a skim coat to put on here once it's sanded down. But for now, I was just going to throw some Bondo on this side while I sand the other one, and see if my little heat lamp here will help kick it off. probably more of an experiment than anything. I rebondoed it again. Not real good, but I did fill that crack good. Smooth it with my finger. And I've got this heater here. You can see it there. It's a couple feet away. It is making a difference in the shop for sure. But I say this is an experiment. I'm just going to see how much it does help harden it, because I'm going to leave it overnight anyway. But I'll go ahead and bondo this section up now, and I'll do that, and while that's drying I'll get over here and finish grinding this off. And I think this heater will make a big difference. I have free electricity here, so might as well take advantage of it. It might have worked a little bit too good. I had it 3 feet away, and this was hot to the hand like you had it out in the sun. But I'm sure it cured that bondo hard, just a few minutes. So I put this on, and I've got the heater and another 3 feet or so away from it. I'll get you a little better shot here. You can see 4 feet maybe. But I think it's going to harden this stuff up. I'll go ahead and sand that down, and got myself a big heavy extension cord here. It'll hold this, and we'll press on with bondo. It is working really good here. This is I can feel it a little warm to the touch. By the way, this is from Harbor Freight. Pull this up here. That's what it is. Infrared heater. It's like $120 or something. It was easy to put together, about 5 or 6 screws. Just put it on the little bracket, hook it up to the stand. It's working good. It's heated this bondo up here to where I could probably sand it right now, and it's keeping the shop pretty warm. I got this fender pretty much sanded down. Need to do a little grinding on it in a couple places here, and got a dent here I need to fill. So I think that'll be my next shot of bondo. This lower fender turned out real nice. No dents or anything. I can fill that place. I need to take my little lights off here so I can get a grinder down in there. But it's good enough. Now let's throw another coat of bondo on here. Got about an hour of daylight left. Didn't really rain today, so that's all good. I'll get that on and bring you back.